Hi, I'm Steph, and about 6 months ago I made some of the hardest videos I've ever had to make before, and I shared about the passing of my Greyhound Mac and kind of what that process looked like. I made those videos around a week after everything happened, so it was all really fresh and raw and so hard, and I hadn't fully gone through the grieving process, and it was tough, but I'm still glad I made them and shared them. I slowly got back to making fun Greyhound content again, with my dog Tosh. By the way, this is Tosh. I call her Tish sometimes. But over the summer, I lost another Greyhound. And it was really, really sad. And so I wanted to make a video to talk about that. It's actually been 1 month. I just looked at the calendar. It's been 1 month since Greyhound Link passed away. And I wanted to share what happened with that because it is something that happens common with Greyhounds. And so kind of want to share that process. So I do want to start out by saying Link was not my dog, but he was my neighbor's dog, and I had two Greyhounds, and then my neighbors adopted two Greyhounds kind of after seeing Mac and just the joy of having a Greyhound. And so we both had two Greyhounds, and we were really close, and we'd get the dogs together all the time, and we'd go hiking together, and if they were out of town I'd keep their dogs, I was out of town they'd keep my dog. So so this is kind of what happened. So over the summer I was keeping another of my Greyhound friends, Niles, and we went to the woods that all the Greyhounds like, and we actually did something silly. We had a Greyhound wedding for Tosh and Niles, and of course Layla and Link came, which are my neighbor's dogs. And right after that, the Greyhound wedding, my neighbor texted me and she said, Link is limping after he got out of the car. Do you think he hurt himself? And I was like, that'd be strange because he always jumps out of the car. But I was like, maybe make an appointment at the vet, see if there's anything going on. So at the vet, they gave him some pain meds to see if, it was something that he just needed a little pain med help for, and then he'd get over it. But the meds weren't helping. And then they did an ortho exam and they didn't really find anything, so my neighbors decided to go to a specialist vet in town to see if they can get some more information. And so they asked if I would go to that appointment. I said of course, and so we went, and they did x-rays, and they saw some things that were concerning, so they did a CAT scan. And then they bring us into this room with a computer with the scans on it, and there was 3 vets in the room, so I kind of had a feeling that it was not good news. But basically, the CAT scan showed that there was significant bone loss in his hip. And it could be one of two things. It could be an infection that could potentially clear up with medication and then the bone could regrow, or it could be bone cancer, osteosarcoma, which is very common in Greyhounds. And apparently this bone cancer is very aggressive, and pretty much even if you amputate, it still comes back. So they did talk about amputation. They said if they amputated, he could get 6 months to a year potentially before the cancer would kind of overtake again, which just didn't feel like an option. So we waited for the biopsy results to come back. When they came back, it wasn't an infection, not an infection, so that means it was the cancer. And he was only 5 years old, and it just came on so fast. The cancer basically just is so aggressive, it just comes on, and there's really nothing we could have done differently. And I mean, we found out pretty quickly what it was and just made the impossible decision to euthanize, because he was in so much pain. I have a little bit of footage to kind of show, but it doesn't even do it justice. I mean, you could just feel and see the pain he was in, and it was just so hard to see. And at that point, we realized euthanasia was the best thing for him, and for him to be able to just not live in pain anymore. So I just wanted to share a little bit about him. I have made some videos in the past with him in them, and so I just wanted to show some of that fun, cute Link footage because he was just a great Greyhound, and he will very much be missed in our little Greyhound gang. Next award is going to be the most demanding of love, and this has to be Mr. Link. Next, I'm going to call this award the Cutest Licker Award, and this has to go to Link because he links Layla's ears all the time, and it's the cutest thing. And he just when he licks, he's just cute, so he wins. Next is most excited to poop, and this has to go to Link. After he poops on a walk or in the backyard, he just gets so excited, he runs around look what I did.
Link doesn't like the stairs. Good boy. Good job, Ling.
Yeah, so this is the reality of having a dog, a Greyhound, the unimaginable that you never want to think about. And now it's happened to me 2 times, very recently. But I still have plenty of Greyhounds to love, and I will probably be getting more Greyhounds in the future. And I'm hoping my neighbors will also get another Greyhound in the future, but it's important to take this time to process and to grieve, you know, that specific life. Even though there are so many other dogs out there to love, like, we all love this dog and we just have to mourn that loss. I know this is a sad one, but I still really do hope you have a great day.